Derek Sheridan from Rustbelt Basketball Coaches Network. We've received a lot of questions regarding our library. Our library, I want you to think of as nothing more than a gigantic compilation of clinic notes, books, and manuals, and anything that I got my hands on when I was a younger coach attending coaches clinics, which I still attend coaches clinics. And for those people who were coaching before the Insta Google Snap Tweet phenomenon, they'll remember that coaches clinics were the hub or the mecca of coaching civilization. That's where you did your networking. That's when you got to meet new coaches. That's where you got your clinic handouts and got to learn from extraordinary coaches on a variety of topics. And we'll cover these clinic notes that we're looking at now, which are some of my favorite. But our clinic note library is nothing more than a highly organized, and Chris and Ann from Web Designs, who, by the way, are outstanding, simply the best, they have organized these clinic notes in a multitude of different ways, alphabetical, or you can search via category, special situations, man-to-man offense, zone offense, leadership, you name it. These clinic notes are diverse. We have clinic notes from the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, and current clinic notes. And a lot of these clinic notes were authored by coaches who are not with us anymore, unfortunately, or who have retired. For example, Coach Jack Butcher, the great Lagoti High School coach from the great state of Indiana, legendary Hall of Famer, just turned 92 years young yesterday. And back in 1999, Coach Butcher faxed his man-to-man offensive principles to me. And yep, those notes are on our website. I don't know how hard they would be to get, but I know they're on our website. All you need to access our library is a full year membership, and you have access to all the books and all the clinic notes that are listed on that website. So let's take a look at these notes. These are some of my favorites. And as you can see, these are from Pete Carril. And for anyone who doesn't know, the Pete Carril disciples were very hard to get anything out of. They didn't want to talk about Princeton offense. They didn't want to lend any information. They were tight-lipped as they get. You know, you're talking about the head coach of the Richmond Spiders. You're talking about Brian Earl, the great coach who just took over the William and Mary University coaching position, who had done such a great job at Cornell. Joe Scott, all these guys who had coached for Coach Carril had such a great amount of loyalty, they never would talk about much of anything in regards to the Princeton offense. So these notes are really old. They're going back to the mid 80s or maybe even earlier 80s to the best of my knowledge. And I got these notes from a great friend of mine, Jerry O'Brien, many, many moons ago when I was trying to learn how to teach the Princeton offense when we went through that phase. Now, mind you, this is before Princeton offense had become an in vogue thing for high school coaches. This was back way before that time. So finding anything on the Princeton offense was extremely difficult. So these notes are great. They go through and outline how Coach Carril approached teaching the Princeton offense. I'm guessing this clinic was held in New York or New Jersey, somewhere out east, maybe Philly, where Coach spent a lot of his time when he would speak at clinics, which was a rare thing. And so these are really rare. I don't know how many people have them, but I do know they are available in our library. And here's what everybody goes crazy about: the diagrams. You will have clinic notes that are all handwritten. I've got Princeton offense notes from a young person who was at a clinic at Samford University way, way, way back when their girls program was utilizing Princeton. Now that's before the men's program started utilizing Princeton. And yeah, these are all handwritten. And I've got clinic notes that were made on the modern, easiest to use Play Designer, the Hoops Geek. Play designing software they've developed is unreal. And we've got some like this were made on a word processor or typewriter. So you're going to have a lot of notes from a lot of different time frames. So that's pretty much in a nutshell. If you have any questions about our library, shoot me an email at Derek, D-E-R-E-K, Derek at myrustbeltbasketball.com, and I'll get back with you as soon as possible. I can promise you, you're going to find some clinic notes in our library that are rare, and you're going to have a great time reading them and digesting that valuable information. All you need is a one-year membership, and you have access to everything in our library. Everything. I hope that answers your question, folks. And if you have any questions, again, shoot an email to me. And God bless you. Have a great rest of your week. Stay strong, stay proud, and God bless America.